In the previous session of LaTeX, we saw how to manipulate for text colors in LaTeX directly using the appropriate packages to display the colors. In this session, we are going to see about the concepts of lists and enumerations, so how that can organize the document. So, we will start with a blank document as such, and the first line we know is / document class, and for now we are sticking to the article type, okay, and we will define the begin and the end document tag so that we can write the actual content. Okay. For now, let us save this before we put in the actual contents. So, this is going to be a learning about lists and enumeration. So, I am going to put list and enumerate as a file name. Okay. Let us just compile and preview this before we start making the changes. So, we have seen this. Now, let us start writing the content. This is a file to learn lists and enumerations in LaTeX. Okay. So, this is the content. Now, in order to create a list, you have to put a tag almost similar to the begin and the end document, but instead of begin end document, we will put begin itemize and end itemize. If you see that / begin itemize, you have a corresponding end itemized close, and each content is treated as an independent item. Okay. So, I will say this is the first line. Let us see how this looks when we compile, where we finish it. So, the next point that you want, we will write it as this is second line. Okay. Now, let us compile and see how it looks like. So, if you have bullet points like this, all these can be put under itemize. So, every bullet point that you want to type becomes a item in the enumerate. It need not be in the item in the itemized section, but it need not be a one liner. It could be a huge paragraph also. For example, this is the second line. I want to check if this line can be large or can be on multiple lines. This way I will check this. So, this is definitely not going to end up getting in one line. So, you just see how it works, right. So, you can even write a huge paragraph, it is okay, but the thing is you have to put this as a / item. Okay. Now, I can put another item and then say simply this is third item. Okay. Let us compile, you should see. So, the amount of content that you write in the item need not be restricted to one lines or few words. It could be a paragraph, you could still end up doing itemization. Now, in our text organizations, sometimes we have sub points, right. In a big items list of items, a particular point may have sub items, right. So, if that is the case, you need to just create another begin item, sorry, I forgot the slash. So, another begin item, so itemize. Okay. So, what happens? I am going to say this is first sub item. Let us compile and see what happens, right. So, what happens? The first 2 points are the main items. Now, this is this first sub items become a sub bullet point to the second point. So, this way you can actually do a list or sub list, how muchever level you like. For example, in this session again I can put a begin itemize and end itemize in this to create another sub level. Okay. Only thing you need to ensure is for every begin itemize, you have a corresponding end itemized approximately set. This is third sub item level. This is what I want to write. So, just to see it works okay. Now, let us compile this. Okay. So you see different sub-levels based upon how many levels of itemize, begin itemize and end itemize you place, and how you place it. Depending upon that, you will have bullet points, sub-bullet points or sub-bullet points and so forth. Okay. Now, in all these cases, if you see, there are no numbers, right? Because you listed it, these all comes as bullet points. Sometimes you may have to write numbers, point, say for example, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and so on. Okay. In order to do that, there is something else other than itemize, which is called as enumerate. So we say /begin enumerate. Okay. Again, it is coming as items. The only difference is this time you will be having a serial number. Okay. Now I will say this is my number 1 item. Okay. Let us see how that gets displayed. See, the numbers come instead of the bullet points. So I can also say again item. This is my number 2 item. I'm just simply typing like this. So let us see that. So what happens when you use enumerate is, you have a serial number of bullet points, so a serial number of points that are coming in, whereas in itemize it comes as bullet points, just a sequence of bullet points in whichever order you would like. Okay. So that is the basic difference between enumerate and itemize, but otherwise inside the content are still going to be tagged in both cases as /item only. Now, if you see in this enumerate case, we have the bullet points numbered, or the points numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Sometimes we might want it in a different format. Remember, we put small Roman numbers 1, 2, etc. or A, B, C, D, etc. in our pointing. So we need not necessarily have a 1, 2 like this. We may probably want different options of numbering style. So in order to achieve that, the basic enumerate package may not support that, but you could bring in a package which gives additional features. So again, when you put up or pull a package, it has to be outside the begin document class. So it has to begin document. So we are going to use the package outside that. In this case, the package name is enumerate. Easy to remember. Okay. So now what happens, I am going to copy paste the same enumerate, and I am going to just change the content just to show how it works. Okay, this is my, I am going to say first item, number second item, like that. Okay, so that we just see a difference between the previous enumerate and this enumerate. But now I want the enumeration to happen in terms of A, B, C. So in that case, I can put a square bracket and put just A. When I say small a here, all the points now are going to come in terms of A, B, C. Let us compile and see. See, now they come as A. This is my first item. B. This is my second item. Now, I can also put other options. Let's see that. I'm just copying and pasting this. But instead of small a, I'm going to give small I. Okay. Now, you will see how it comes up here in this format of Roman numbers of 1, 2, 3, etc. Also, you can end up having capital Roman numbers, like in that case I just simply put capital 1. So, this case it comes like this. So, if you see that, I am just copying it more because I want more items for you to come and see. So, you will see Roman numbers in the highest format. If I just simply say it as small I, then this format will also change as small 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, in order to use all these features of numbering style, you may have to use the package, which does the normal enumerate alone without using the package will not support all these options, only some of them. So, otherwise if you just simply want the numbers to be 1, 2, 3, etc., then there is no problem. You just say begin enumerate, end enumerate, and item, give a /item before you type in the content. But if you don't want the numbers at all and you only want those to be in the itemized style, that is in the bullet format, you just use begin itemize, end itemize, within which you put each item. In both enumerate and itemize, The size of the content could be a small text, it could be a one word, it could be a few lines, or it could be pages of contents. Only thing is you need to put everything under the /item tag. Okay. So, with this we will end the session. In the next session we will start slowly to see about mathematical operations and how to bring that inside LaTeX. Okay. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. I am looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.